Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, January 19th. We are looking at the SPY ETFs market profile here on Window Trader. And hope you had a very nice long weekend. A lot happened here from Friday when I wasn't here and also this morning. Two very important points to start the week with. First and foremost, we had an inside week. So when we come out of that, that should give us a pretty good indication if this market wants to stay in balance, come out of it to the downside or the upside on the weekly. The second thing is we finally got below a 6-day balance on Friday, but except for one time frame, which was C, and all C did was balance inside those large set of single prints. Every time frame traded in and out of the 6-day balance until M finally decided to do its own thing and push down. Let's go over the other indices and then we'll go into detail what we're looking for today in the SPY and the ES. So the Russell gapped open to the downside Friday. Small gap was filled right away. They're into a 4-day balance now, and right now they are looking to gap higher this morning. Triple Qs. They did not gap lower on Friday. They're still inside this big balance, right? They had a 6-day balance. Well, they didn't even take it out. They did not take out the 7 slow. They got close. So balance rules on the triple Qs. You get to the bottom, close to the bottom of a balance, don't get it in reverse. So that's what they're trying to do this morning. They also had a very wide POC on Friday. They had an afternoon rally high, which right now they're attempting to open above. Now, SPY and the ES, since they're going to look the same. There's a lot that happened here Thursday and Friday. Remember, we had Thursday where change took place below G's low. When the market in KL and M flushed out, we went out with a trend day. We had a small set of single prints. We went out with a price probe to the downside also. And then Friday, we followed through with a gap lower. They attempted to fill it in A, never got filled, never took out A's high. We did end 10 wide. We did not have a trend day down. They attempted in B when they really flushed out below the 6-day balance. C balanced, and then really for the good part of the late morning and afternoon, they spent trying to go back up and attempt to get the day's high, and they found some really nice place to do two-sided business. Here's your overnight from Friday night from 4 to 8, and here's your pre-market. So pre-market right now, they're attempting, now again, it's 75 minutes to go before the opening, but they're attempting to gap higher, fill Friday's gap, and then they have a lot of work to do. First and foremost, they have to close the gap from Friday. Then they have the price probe, which is L's low to deal with. Then they have the trend day from Thursday, and then where change took place, which was G's low. Those are things that need to get rectified. Remember, we had a 10 wide POC on Thursday. Could never get lowered. You could have gone down $50 in KL and M. It would not have mattered. The POC would not have lowered. We had a wide POC on Friday, which was going to be an upside destination. As of right now, it becomes a downside destination. So if the buyers fail in their attempt to do what they need to do this morning and close this gap and get any acceptance back into Friday's range, that would be a very, very visual area. So that's the breakdown on what we're looking at. So right now, let's go over destination. So the 10 wide POC right now from Friday, I'm going to use as a downside. So we have right now Friday's high of 377.58 and then closing the gap at 378.10. Inside of that, right, that's the gap. I'm sorry, that's the first upside destination. Then we would have 378.58, which is L's low in the price probe from the 14th. The overnight high right now is 378.72. Then the single prints of 379.56 get filled at 67 from the 14. Again, it was a very small set. And then the 10 wide at 380.48 from the 14th. For the downside right now, if we gap higher, we would have Friday's high of 377.58. That would be our first downside destination if we gap higher. Then below that, we have our overnight low of 374. No, we don't. I apologize. We have to get these numbers straight. So we have the gap fill, which is Friday's high. Then we have the 10 wide of 376.42. Then we don't have anything to the overnight low of 374. And then Friday's low, which now is a weekly low, don't forget, of 370.370. That's a very, very important thing when you go and see the charts, because that's our inside week. And below that, we have the single prints from the 6th that never got hit. 372.83 get filled at 41 cents. And then if that goes 369.12 daily low below there. So again, destinations far and wide apart. Game plan for this morning. Well, we're going to have a lot of forces coming into play here. We have a gap higher right now, possibly, filling the gap from Friday, but you have the price probe, you have the single prints. So these areas are going to be very important to me. If we cannot get accepted above L's low, I'll look to take a put play and then see if we come down and fill the gap. If we do open and fill the put play, the price probe, well then, if we trade all of M's range from the 14th, we want to see what happens, where change took place, where the single prints are, and more importantly, G's low. So again, that would be an area I would look to take a put play against. So those are two put plays, against L's low and then again up at this level. As far as a call play, if we open, push down, and hold the gap, you can take a long. I would take a long out if the gap fills. In the next hour or so, if we open above the price probe, again, you could take a call play and use M's low or the gap as you fill to see if we at least trade M's range from Friday to test the single prints from January 14th. Again, all very early plays. Now, let's go to the charts. So monthly, with 2 weeks to go in the month, is one time framing up 3 months out of an inside month. Very healthy. So the monthly's up. The weekly is balanced, pure balance with an inside week. Whichever way we come out of this inside week, that's where we have to go with it. We have to, if it comes out to the downside, you want to be short. Comes out to the upside, you want to be long and monitor it for continuation or lack of. So monthly's up, weekly is balance. Daily right now, after Friday, I would call down. We gap up this morning, regardless of whether we hold the gap or not, it'll at least put us into balance. Right? We went bull, balance, and now we went bear, at least for the day. So it remains to be seen what happens throughout today. The 50-day moving average continues to move up. It's up to 366.05. At some point, if we do start failing to get back into this 6-day balance, a lot of things will come into play, including monthly lows, weekly lows, and the 50-day moving average. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.